Okay, recording this on Friday the 4th of January 2019. Just come out of the first trade of the year for me. We're back in Hawaii. Got in yesterday. It's just coming up to 5 a.m. Honolulu time, so I have to get up at 4:30 for the open here, which isn't a big deal. I actually like getting up early, and we're jet lagged at the moment, so it was particularly easy today. Anyway, first easy trade for the day for actually 8 points. It would have run to 10, but easily ran to 8. And I always say big things happen at triples, and that's what we had going on here just after the open. We had resistance, resistance, resistance on all three time frames going on here, and we hadn't had any end of trends. We hadn't had, at that point there, we hadn't had exhaustion buy, blah, blah, blah. So that looks like that is going to play itself out to something like an end of trend on at least the intermediate time frame. Anyway, so got in long at that point at 88 and a quarter, looking for a move into end of trends with blue professional bars. So the first thing we do is we put in a little left shoulder here. We pull back to end of trend on the lowest time frame because we're rippling through our time frames, and then the intermediate time frame, pull back to end of trend. We put one in there. And then we've just gone a little bit past that to 2,500. The market's always attracted to particularly big round numbers like that, 2,500, so that's why we've gone there. This exhaustion buy was getting the move going. This one's kind of starting to end it, and now we've got a flush pattern going on here. So although this has gone further than I thought it would, I thought we'd end up around this kind of area and just roll over here. We're continuing to go on. Got blue professional bars into that high. We had amateur bars into this one. So let's see. We need to see more blue professional bars around here taking profits, but we haven't so far. Anyway, so long at 88 and a quarter. I was out at 96 and a quarter. These days, I've been asked this question quite a lot lately. You still shooting for 4 with a stop of 4? And the answer is no. The stop is still staying at 4, but actually the initial target I'm putting in is 10 points, just because the volatility is so extreme at the moment, and a lot of time it's been getting that 10, which is great. Anyway, so this was out for an 8. The reason why I got out was because we had this end of trend go off, and so I got it out at 96 and a quarter just here, but it did just pump above it at 98 and a quarter. There, fractionally after it, so not the best of exits. Okay, we're still going through 2500s. Anyway, that's me done for the day. I'll have a look at my charts, see if there's anything other of interest to tack onto this video. Hope you are doing well, and Happy New Year to everybody. Alright, just taking a second trade long at 1675. It is Chicago time, is about 9:25 a.m. I had a good first trade, 8 points, so should really be kind of quitting for the day, but this little setup kind of has appeared. Market ran away, went up to 25.20 after a nasty little kind of sell-off here. Anyway, the reason for getting in long right now, I'm just looking for 4 points, 20.75. What is this level up here, this high? 21.25, yeah. So is these blue professional bars. So on the dip today, we came back down blue professional bars on the Better Pro-Am indicator, and that's looking at the highest time frame. So 2 there kind of come in, and then a little family here. So we got support. They're buying the lows. You can see they're at the lows. They're not taking profits at the highs here. If we've been, and it's kind of in the zone that we had, professionals kind of buying it up here, and we've continued up. So it's amateur up bars and Rambo patterns, so it's a little weak, but here we go. 20.75 is what I'm looking for. And I've found today, I don't know if it's my internet connection or the market or whatever, it is really jerky today. Maybe I have to get used to that with the Hawaii kind of internet connection. Anyway, it is also supported by support on the highest time frame and red bars showing strength. So we've busted through a couple of resistance here on the lowest and intermediate time frame, and those have got to run, somewhere around pullback end of trend. So let us just see if we just get kind of pushed out on this next little done out at 20.75 for another 4. Excellent, and those are blue professional bars come in. Yeah, it's running away. It's going, support to resistance on this highest time frame. It's easily traveled another 2 points, but Yeah, I'm happy with that. 2 trades, 12 points for the day. This will run pullback end of trend, and it will run until we see the blue professional bars kind of coming at those highs with an exhaustion buy. Yeah, that was a nice little setup.